are going to join. I don't know if you guys are on visits. I just want to say the reason why I made this private is because with all due with current events and with what's personally going on in today's life in our own little world here, I just really not, hey guys, hi, thanks. I'm really not in the mood for trolls, so I just thought that I would stop it and put it to an end. So, needless to say, it's been a kind of sort of rough week again. I'm not going to, whatever. And work has been crazy busy. Mr. Sexy's mother has been accepted into hospice. And parole did not go good this week. So things are not good. In case I look a little puffy, it's just because it's been a rough night. And all I can say is that thank you. We need to remember that there are times when relationships have their high. Welcome. I love it that you're here. Actually, I need to talk to you. I can't find your blog. Anyways, where relationships have their ups and their downs, and things don't always go your way, and that's why I'm here. Yes, yours. Scrap Stamp Creations. Jerry. Yes. Okay. If you could send me the link, I would greatly appreciate it. You could do that either by Kik or email, Jerry. I would so appreciate it. Anyways, needless to say, as you all know, there has been some things going on with Mr. Sexy's polygraph test where he failed and there was conflicting information. And the saga continues. So he goes to parole yesterday, and they tell him that they want to put a GPS on him. They actually started to discuss taking away his license, and they need to keep a driving log on him because he failed his polygraph. Which we're confused because we were told that he had passed on parole and failed with counseling, and now it looks like he failed with both. So, and that's going to complicate things because of his job and so on and so forth. So I'm extremely upset about that, and it just never seems to end. And, the other day he kind of jumped down my throat because we're trying to get my youngest bonus son's car to him, and of course the mother's, why aren't you, jumping on this? And she thinks everything can happen in 2 days, and excuse me, she has no idea what life is like on our side. And again, I'm not, complaining or asking, but I mean, think about it. He's only allowed to do stuff within a 12-hour period. And in that 12-hour period, he has to have a full-time job. I mean, you've seen us live our life. So, needless to say, he's been kind of between the second job and our business and his real job and, now getting ready for the kids to come home and the holidays and, this whole thing, and I understand. So, of course, I give him space. And the problem is that, I guess, before we were boyfriend and girlfriend, I used to be on a whole other separate level with him. Hey, Mama. And now that I'm his girlfriend, and I know this is kind of messed up, I'm like everybody else, and I'm having a hard time accepting that, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything to say about that right now because I haven't really gotten there yet with that. So, needless to say, he jumped on my throat the day before yesterday, and then he calls me at work, and he knows I've got this crazy day, thank you for calling me and letting me know that you're on a parole. And then he says, well, we'll talk. So, I came home, and he knew I was upset. I, did my normal routine. He was on the couch. I sat down on the couch, and we didn't say anything to each other, not a word. And I wasn't going to start the conversation because I figured and again, I think if I would have started it because I was angry, and let me make this very clear, this whole lie detector thing stemmed from him with, the hug, which I explained and I can't talk about right now because I'm just so emotional. He went into that room and he lied. And what I'm mad about is because you're lying to yourself. Like, I would be stupid, and I hate the word stupid, but it's the word I can use. I would be stupid not to think that he had feelings for her. They have children together, they were married, and I'm not saying that he doesn't have feelings for me, because he does. And there's a difference between the two relationships, and I get that because I've been in their relationship since they met. But again, so needless to say, we were here for an hour, and then all of a sudden he got up, grabbed his stuff, and left. No goodbye, no kiss, no nothing. So, okay. And then his curfew comes, and I don't get a phone call, I don't get a text. So then, at 9 o'clock, I write him, "Are you home?" I don't get a reply. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, did I do something? So, needless to say, of course, we're not going to admit this to him, but at 4 o'clock in the morning, I drove by to make sure he did get home. Hold on, my door just flew open because the wind is so bad. Sorry, oh my God, which is what I was going to get into next. I would have driven to his house at 10 o'clock at night, but if you don't know this, I hate the wind. I had a very bad experience. It was around this time 22 years ago, so I was not going out there at the worst, and 4 o'clock in the morning was where it had kind of calmed down, and I figured it was safe to do that. I was emotional. I had been crying all night long. And again, because it goes back to their old patterns, or his old pattern, I know how he gets when he gets into these corners. So I'm thinking he's stewing, thinking of something stupid, and he's going to even make it worse, and yada, yada, yada. So anyways, needless to say, this morning he writes me back and says, "Why wouldn't I be home, you silly girl," or something like that. And I was just like, really? I was dumbfounded. I'm going to read it to you because I'm just so, why wouldn't I be home? Where else would I be? That's a silly question. That's what he writes me back. So I write back and I go, well, you never said goodbye or where you were going. And he writes back, Kate. Oh, I know. I absolutely know he's in his, I've known him over 30 years. I know his pattern, and that's what scares me. Because, of course, you need to realize, again, I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about his boys. He's got a kid that just went into the Marines. He's got a kid that's going into medical school in a year. And you're going to go back to jail for 6? Really? Yeah, of course I'm thinking about myself, but of course I'm putting my bonus sons before me. So anyways, needless to say, I didn't write anything back, and then he writes back hours later and says, "Morning, have a good day, love you." I wrote back and said, "Morning, ditto." He writes back and goes, "Ditto, what the hell is that?" So yeah, so I called him. Yeah, I know. So I called him, and I'm like, really, seriously, you leave, you don't say goodbye, you don't call, you don't answer my text. So anyways, I kind of said some things to him, and I told him, I said, when I express my feelings, really, Ash, I've never known that. Never in my life. It's always been this, ditto was referred to as same, from us. So anyways, I expressed my feelings, and I said to him, I said, like, really, I was going to walk in the house and start on you after you jumped down my throat the day before about, blah, blah, blah. So, needless to say, that's what's going on. We didn't discuss it. I don't know what's happening right now. I can't really stay on that. Hi, Heather, I love you. I can't really stay on very long. I don't know what's going to happen with the GPS. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know when it's starting. Once again, I think the reason why I'm so upset is because, again, here we are at the holidays. Now things get complicated, and, and that's the thing with him is that, he gets in his own head, and instead of making things easier for himself because he overthinks everything, he makes things worse. But needless to say, I have something that I wanted to read to you because it kind of made sense to me. And you know how I feel about things happening for a reason. And thanks, Ash. I love you too. I just wanted to throw this out there because, of course, it's kind of related to current events of this week and the journey that we're all, and I mean all as a country, have to going to endure. So this is what I wanted to put out there for all of us and for myself. And it comes from a girl that I had found, and her name is Sarah Stetcher Coaching on Facebook. She has a website. It's kind of cool. She kind of sends me like affirmations every couple of days, so it's kind of cool. And I'm just going to read it. It's kind of long, so you might want to come back on the replay. But again, I said I'd keep it real, and this meant something to me, and it touched me, so I thought it would help all of us. So here goes. It says, wise words from Richard Hanson that have brought me comfort today. Even only momentarily, you are allowed to do what you need to feel taken care of. Take a breath to exhale and move forward. Taking heart means seemingly your heart and chest, finding encouragement in what is good, both around you and inside you. Resting in your own worth, compassion and kindness. Resting the caring for you from others. Loving flowing in and loving flowing out. Being courageous, wholehearted, and stone-hearted. Going forward wisely, even when anxious, knowing your own truth as you can, speaking it. Start by writing out the storm. When big things happen at any scale, it is completely natural and normal to be shocked and disturbed by them. As best as you can, stay with the raw experience, the body sensations, the deep feelings, the stirred up fears, and the anger and perhaps paralysis. Whatever it is your experience. Some may be upset about a big event while it occurs, may be glad about it. I am definitely trying to talk you out of your experience. Be mindful of whatever is passing through the big open space awareness, observing it without being flooded by it. Painful, counterintuitive as it may be, this is the foundation of releasing really hard experiences and replacing them gradually and authentically with thoughts and feelings that are helpful, wholesome, wise, and even happy. Do things that help you come back to center and find your footing. Personally, I prioritize exercise, sleep, and meditation. I try to feel the truth, being basically all right now. in this moment, moment after moment, alongside and deeper than pain and sorrow. I do the dishes, I make the bed, walk the dog, call a friend, eat something, look at trees and at the sky, get a cup of tea, stare into space, take good care of my body. Guard and guide your attention. It's one thing to find facts and form the best plans you can. It's another thing to get distracted or upset by news or other people that do add any useful value. Take heart in the good that is real. Outside you, there is kindness in others, the beauty of a single leaf, the stars that are still shine no matter what hides them. Right now, as you read, all over the world, children are laughing in delight's families and sitting down to meals. Babies are being born, and loving arms are holding people who are dying. Inside you, there is compassion, sincere efforts, sweet moments, capabilities, and much more. Take heart with others, sharing worries, support, and friendship. Do the things you can. The more events that are tolerant, alarming, and beyond your influence, the more important that is to grow stability, safety, and agencies inside you and around you. Have courage at all human scales, strong forces, and always try to confuse and frighten others. Whatever outward action is necessary, you can preserve an inner freedom, never cowed or bowed into your core. Last, I find it really helps to have a perspective, without minimizing one bit of whatever is awful. It is also true that humans like you and I have been walking this earth for nearly 200,000 years. I see trees, the land, the ocean. All of it here before me and lasting long after me. Empires rise and fall. Sometimes the centers don't hold. In a body, marriage, nation, and still people love each other. Go out of their way for a stranger, a marvel, a rainbow. Nothing at all can change this. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, lifting each other up along the way. So, again, I know that was kind of long, but I wanted to share it. I'm going to use this as my blog on the website, and I'll have it all transcribed. Yes, I will definitely post the link to her website and her Facebook page and everything else. And I will talk to you soon, because being with that said, I have a date with my nephew and sister to go see Trolls. And I'm going to let this all go for now. And I love you guys. I thank you for your support. Yes, I'm going to do something meaningless and fun. I'm going to act like a child with a 10-year-old. Because you know me, guys. All right, I love you all. I'll see you guys. You know I'll be back for the weekend. To all the vets out there, I thank you for your service and all that you do for us. Have a great day.